friend. Welcome to day one of your handstand challenge. So, today we're just going to do some foundational prep work with our wrists, with our shoulders. So, the first thing I want to do is set our mindset. Let's start sitting. So, I want you to take a comfortable seat. It doesn't have to be this position, you can be sitting up on a block. You're going to need some blocks along the way or some sort of pillow. Close down your eyes for a moment. This is day one of your handstand challenge. And I want you to think about what it was that made you sign up for this challenge. Was it to see if you could really do it? Was it just to cultivate more strength or engagement in the body? Was it to show someone how strong you were? Was it to be in community, hang out with me? What was it? You saw the post come through, or you got the email, you put your name in, and you got the email that said, "You're in, congratulations." What was it? Go to your why. Maybe it's because you wanted me to show you what was possible. That is also okay. And the only way we get stronger, better, is by practice. It it says, I don't know who said it. You might know. It takes 10,000 hours of doing something to become an expert. 10 minutes a day, 10,000 hours. That's a lot of hours. I think that handstands are one of the coolest poses that I can do. And at almost 56, I'm actually really proud about that. And I also know that I don't practice it enough, but I want to get better. Even after 25 years, I want to get better at handstand. So when I put this out, it was not only a commitment to you, but it was also a commitment to myself. And now that you know your why, all you have to do every day, show up 10 minutes. That's it. So let's do this. Open your eyes. Come onto your hands and your knees. Walk your hands forward and sit your hips back into child's pose. Maybe it actually even looks like puppy. So somewhere between puppy and child's pose. Just shift your hips back and then shift slightly from side to side, just opening the body. So think about the foundation of handstand is hands. And most of the time, people will tell me, I can't do handstands. It hurts my wrists. I say, well, of course it does, because how much time do we actually spend on our wrists? Probably, or on our hands? Probably none. So slide your hands back. Let's do a little bit of wrist stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is I want you to rotate your fingers to face your knees. Now, if you're really tight in your forearms, one at a time might be plenty. And then you're just going to sway or shift from side to side. And you're going to feel a really big stretch in your forearms. And it's probably not going to feel that good, but we've got to start somewhere. And because we're going to be spending time on our hands, it's really important to have your wrists strong, movable, pliable. Couple more breaths. And then you're going to come forward, which is actually going to decrease the wrist crease. And then you're going to come back right before your heel of your hand wants to come up. Back and forth. Beautiful. And then come out of it, curl your toes under, sit back. You can also just come up to kneeling and shake out your wrist. Okay. We're going to do this one at a time. You're going to take your left hand and rotate, come onto the top of the hand, spread your thumb and your pinky really wide, bend your elbow, and then slowly straighten your arm. Bend and straighten. So we're just the wrist the other way. Beautiful. Release. And let's go to the other side. Bend and straighten. You might not even have the elbow all the way straight. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking, my God, am I tighter than I thought? Okay, one more. And then sit back. Interlace your fingers, palms together. Bring your knuckles forward and start to make the figure 8. And then the other direction. That's a little bit of a mind mess up. Okay, shake it out. Imagine you were screwing a light bulb and release. So there is a really good placement for your hands. It's called Hasta Bandha. Now, Bandha means lock. So when you ground your hands, I want you to spread your fingers really wide and engage your thumbs like you're making the letter J almost. And you're going to ground through your fingertips and the knuckles right here. Okay, so really get grounded. Have your wrist creases facing forward. So this is basically Hasta Bandha. Now, what you've done is you've created a little bit of suction in the palm of your hand. So the energy is not dumping into the hands, but actually feels a little bit more expansive. Now, the eyes of the elbows, the elbow creases are facing each other. Walk your knees back a little bit. And then I want you to imagine that I had my hand right in between your shoulder blades, and you're going to soften right there. So the shoulder blades come together. So that's retract. Now we're going to push the earth away and take the shoulder blades off the back, protract. And you're just going to come in and out. So we're just warming up the shoulders a little bit. Beautiful. Now, what I want to say about this is if your wrists are already sore, you can do this type of work against a wall for a few days to try and strengthen the wrist a little bit. And then I want you to soften the shoulder blades so the shoulder blades come back together and ground your hands. And then keep your hands grounded and the shoulder blades on your back and shift back. So this takes all the weight off your hands. Push into the fingers though. The hands and the fingers should not have changed. You're going to keep your left hand exactly where it is. Bring your right arm through. Take a little peek under your left armpit and roll a little bit onto the right. So you're now stretching the upper back a little bit. And it should feel good. Your head is resting. If you're super tight, take a couple of deep breaths. Wrap the right side under a little bit more. And come back to center. Set your right hand exactly as you set your left. Claw the fingertips. The knuckle pads create a little bit of suction in the palm of your hand. Draw your thumb towards your fingers with the letter J. And then slowly come through. Oh, that's it. Keep reaching your left hand over to the right. The shoulder blade is off the back. You're stretching right in between the shoulder blade and the spine. One more breath. And then slowly release. Set your hands down again. Shift back to your heels and release. And then just big circles with your arms. Take your arm back. So things that are going to allow the shoulder blades to draw on the back, because when we start to turn things upside down, there is a strength component but there also is an alignment component. If your wrist is over your elbow and your elbow is under your shoulder and your shoulder is stacked over your hips, there's good alignment and there is a sweet spot. Okay, one more little thing. Bring your arms up shoulder height. I'll give you my side view. Take the shoulder blades off the back, bring the shoulder blades back. Do that a couple of times. Keep your arms straight. Now keep the shoulder blades back, reach the arms up, flex the wrist, put the palms on the ceiling. There is your upper body, or from your shoulders to your wrist, in handstand. Now draw your floating ribs back a little bit. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. There you go. Beautiful. Day one. Come back to this for a few days if you need. If this is like really new for you, my suggestion is to actually do this for a couple of days before you go over to day two. I'll see you soon.